crisp over when Mohsen Khan leapt in the air as Neil Foster threw down the stumps. Under the rules, he was out because his bat wasn't grounded, but the Englishman didn't realise it and didn't appeal. Mohsen was on 9 when he faced Ellison.
And spooned a very simple catch there to Martin Moxon.
Madassa, though, was having very few problems.
There's the 50 up with a slashing shot over point.
At 1 for 93, marks to Ramiz.
That's in the air. In comes Moxon, and a good catch, well caught.
At the halfway mark, the Pakistan run rate was 4 and over. Then came something not seen this summer, the batsman running 5.
It's a long chase for Gatting. They should run 4 here. Jarvid's quick, really quick. They're looking for 5. They'll go for 5. Well, they're the first 5 of the summer. And here they go, well run, 5 all run. Brings up the 100 for Pakistan.
The Pakistanis were set for a sizable total, but 2 quick wickets brought England back into contention.
Straight a bit off, and he's gone. A great piece of bowling.
Foster to Javed Millindad.
Oh, and he's out, caught behind. That's beautiful bowling.
Let's have a look at the scores there. Some good bowling by the 2 spinners from the English side. Vic Marks and Phil Edmonds put the brakes on Pakistan, limiting them to 213. England, after a spirited performance, needed to really get their act together and scored around about 8 runs and over to overtake the 213. In fact, they had 32.4 overs to do it. They failed, their last 7 wickets falling for 21. And so it's all over for England. And at the MCG today, Australia will be in contact.
Well, it's going to be a magnificent night of greyhound action at Olympic Park tomorrow night with one of the richest greyhound races in the world. As Sandy said, the Moomba Australian Cup, $100,000 in total prize money, $50,000 to the winning greyhound tomorrow night for just over 30 seconds work. It really is a magnificent series. And joining us here on World of Sport is Ron Hawkswell. Ron, welcome again.
Thank you, Pete.
Magnificent night of racing last Monday night and some very good performances. We're going to recap on the semi-finals.
Yes, there were, Pete. Some great runs there at Olympic last Monday night, of course, in the semi-finals. From the semi-finals last week, it was the first and second place getters that went through to the Rich final to be run tomorrow night. And the most impressive run was Eagle Hawk Star by far. Eagle Hawk Star drew the blue in semi-final number 3 and scorched around the Olympic Park circuit in 29.86. It certainly was a super performance, but you must get out to Olympic Park tomorrow night because it's a great night overall. The action will commence around about the 7:15 mark with the final of the Chef Cooker, and Lester Ellis will be there to make the presentation. But the big race is set down for 9:35.
Plenty of entertainment coming up at Olympic Park tomorrow night. Eagle Hook Star, I'd venture to say, Ron, would have started a very short price favourite had he drawn a box, but he's drawn box 5, which seems to be his pattern in big races. He doesn't draw a box at all.
He just can't draw a box at all, Pete. Eagle Hawk, and he's there coming from the blue in the big final, of course, tomorrow night. But I think he's going to be too good for them, really.
OK, well, let's go back and take a look at the 4 semi-finals from Olympic Park last Monday night. And in the first semi-final here, the favourite was the greyhound drawn the inside box, Beach Rhythm. It was odds on.
Beach Rhythm bounced out in front on the inside, a clear leader at the post the first time. Stormglade on the outside and Vibrant Black are prominent as they run to the back. And Beach Rhythm showed out by a length and a half, 2 lengths. Vibrant Black. Third is Stormglade, the inside, 3 lengths to Winley Raider. Followed by National Poppy, Shamrock Kwan. Then Kane Chief Ever and Heather Lynn. Off the back straight, it's Beach Rhythm by a length and a half. Stormglade. Look the big danger, 2 lengths away to Vibrant Black. Into the strike now, the leader Beach Rhythm coming to the outside is Stormglade. Beach Rhythm tackled by Stormglade, but Beach Rhythm, I think Beach Rhythm's just one from Stormglade, about 3 lengths away, third Winley Raider.
Yes, Ron, well, it was as you called them, but it was a very, very tight finish, and I think the judge had to go for a couple of developed prints there.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Pete. There was only nose between the pair, Beach Rhythm and also Stormglade, and both, of course, have got top chances in the big final tomorrow night.
Yeah, I just think that Stormglade, looking at the field from box number 3, it appears as though it may get a run up on the inside with the 2 greyhounds drawn on the inside, inclined to get off the track a bit.
Yeah, well, that's a good possibility too, Peter, of course, because Bittigan comes out okay in box number 2, but then heads for the outside of the track. So Stormglade being slow, and Spring by Miss also drawn in the red, likes to get off the track as well too. So Stormglade could get that lucky rails run, which could take it on to first place in the big one.
OK, well, speaking of Spring Bay Miss, let's take a look at the second semi-final. Spring Bay Miss was the popular pick coming from box 4.
Racing this time, Spring by Miss out in the centre began very smartly indeed. Dominance was slow. Spring by Miss easily clears the field. Out of the straight and leads by 4 lengths going to the back now. Swiss Alert has run to second. 3 lengths Heather's Gold third. They were followed well back by Tachycardia. Youthful Star, Mushroom Girl, second last Dark Pretender. And Dominance at the tail. Spring by Miss just in front. A half to the good of Swiss Alert riding up on the inside. 8 lengths away Tachycardia. Swiss Alert got up on the inside of Spring by Miss. Swiss Alert is running away near the post and Swiss Alert wins a length. Spring by Miss about 5 lengths tachycardia.
Just a little disappointing for mine, Spring by Miss in the run home run.
Yes, the red was too good for a repeat. Swiss Alert in the dash to the post there. And of course, Spring by Miss has drawn the red tomorrow night. And out of the 27 Australian Cups that have been run to date, box number 1 has scored 11 victories. So I suppose on that score, it's got something going for it.
Yes, it certainly is a big advantage in big races. Now, Ron's selection in the big event tomorrow night is Eagle Hawk Star. And he was the favourite in the third semi-final last week, coming out of box 4.
Racing, Eagle Hawk Star out in the centre away very smartly indeed. He's in front. Eagle Hawk Star leads at the post the first time. Safala running second. Check was Taranell. Going to the back and Eagle Hawk Star by a length and a half. Safala running second. 2 to Triangle Flyer. 3 lengths away Fast Trapper followed by Swift Etzel. Taranell, Sealer's Cove and at the rear is Game Cuter. Eagle Hawk Star running to the 100 metre mark about 3 lengths in front of Safala. 5 lengths Triangle Flyer followed by Fast Trapper. But Eagle Hawk Star is much too good and he races away. Eagle Hawk Star about 5 lengths Safada, 3 lengths Triangle Flyer followed by Fast Trapper.
I like the way he went to the post there, Ron. He was drawing away in the final stages.
Yeah, very strong effort at the finish there, Peter, and record 29.86, only about 3.5 lengths outside the Olympic Park track record, which of course is held by Supermax. It was certainly a top performance, as you noticed at the start there too. Fast Trapper from box number 5 didn't give Eagle Hawk Star a great deal of room, so I think he's definitely the one to beat in the big one tomorrow night.
OK, Ronnie, let's go to the last of the semi-finals, and one of the pre-post favourites for the Australian Cup was drawn in box number 3 here, National Star.
They're racing. National Star began reasonably in box number 3. Away fast there was Bittigan, joined by Victory King on the inside. National Star back in the field, the second and third last. As they run out of the straight, it's Bittigan the outside and Victory King. They lead about 4 lengths to Kilmarny Lad. Followed further back then by Currency Lass, Tasman Echo. National Star's third last, followed by Jackie's General and Sellout running to the turn. Bittigan the leader. 2 lengths in front of Victory King to the outside and Kilmarny Lad, but Bittigan clear close to home and Bittigan wins by a length and a half. Second Victory King, third is Kilmarny Lad.
Well, I don't know about those greyhounds being able to figure in the finish. I think Eagle Hawk Star certainly the most impressive run of the night.
Yeah, I'd say most certainly, Peter. I'd very much doubt whether Bittigan and Victory King could take out the big race. Victory King's got a bit of pace, but I doubt their ability to win the final. But of course, it's a great asset for them to be there, isn't it?
It is indeed. Let's take a look at the betting for the final tomorrow night. Spring by Miss at 9 to 2. Bittigan, Stormglade, Victory King at good odds. Eagle Hawk Star, the pre-post favourite at 6 to 4. Swiss Alert 33 to 1. Beach Rhythm 9 to 2. And Safala at 4 to 1. Ronnie, selection.
Eagle Hawk Star, Peter, box number 5. I think he's going to be very, very hard to beat indeed. He's, as you see in the betting there, is about a 6 to 4 chance. I thought the dangers could be number 7, Beach Rhythm, and 1 Spring by Miss for third. And the one that we did point out a little earlier on, Stormglade, I thought had a good place chance in getting up to the trifecta too. 5, 7, 1.
And just taking a look at a couple of other best bets for the program, Ron, can you find something for us?
I'd say for the daily double, Pete, in the first leg 4 lead roll and 5 cheat the win. The second leg race number 6, 5 Eagle Hawk Star and 7 Beach Rhythm. The quaddy tomorrow night's 5585, and my best bet comes up in race 8, number 7 Weinberg, and that's going to be another great attraction to the Cup Hurdle race number 8.
OK, well, the big one coming up at 9:35, the Moomba Australian Cup, and they'll be racing for $50,000 and this magnificent piece of work on my right-hand side. And I speak of the trophy that Andrea Daniels is holding. There it is, the Moomba Australian Cup, and that is one of the most coveted prizes in greyhound racing, and tomorrow night some lucky set of connections will have that trophy sitting on their mantelpiece with $50,000. And Andrea, we can't let you go without getting the ladies' point of view. What about a tip?
I agree with everybody, Eagle Hawk Star, but I think number 1, Spring by Miss, will come second. OK, well, there's the Quinella, a general consensus of opinion that Eagle Hawk Star is going to be the one to beat in the Moomba Australian Cup tomorrow night at Olympic Park. As Ron said, get to the track. It's going to be a tremendous night, and if you can't be there, here on Channel 7 tomorrow night after Newsworld, we'll have all of the highlights of tomorrow night's big Australian Cup meeting at Olympic Park. Thanks, Ron. Thanks, Andrea.